I just had to come on and talk about this. A video popped up and it was 13 days until an absolute explosion on inflation is going to be happening in the United States. According to Frank Luntz, we only have 7 days left now until this absolute explosion on inflation. I wanted to talk to you about this for just a little bit. So I'm gonna link the video down below, but guys, if you listen to these things, listen with an open mind, looking for facts, okay? So first of all, the guy that CNBC is interviewing, his name is Frank Luntz, and he is a pollster. He does polls, guys. He's not an economist. He's not a financial expert. He's a pollster, okay? So first of all, he's giving this information as if he's some sort of expert in finances, and all he does is take polls from people, okay? So he's saying this explosion is gonna happen on July 1st, when for 4th of July weekend, which is one of 3 major holidays, he says, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the 4th of July, when Americans travel and Americans buy the most food. That makes sense. But what he's saying is that on July 1st, when they get ready to go on their 4th of July vacations, that then is when this inflation and explosion is gonna happen, and people are gonna realize they can't buy the steaks that they want. They can't fill their car up to go on vacation like they want. And he's saying that in these days, Americans are gonna come face to face with the fact that they can't afford it. Guys, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. If you haven't figured out that you can't afford gas at $5 a gallon at the moment, then I think your head has been buried in the sand for the last 2 months, when it's actually gotten up to $5 a gallon or more, or the last 18 months since it's been rising since a certain someone took office in 2021. This is nothing to do with Ukraine or Russia. This has everything to do with the American government deciding that no one should be driving gas-powered cars anymore. But if you haven't figured that out by now, and you're only figuring it out on July 1st, you've got some serious problems that you need help with, because guys, most people that I know and most people that come to my channel are seeing the increases right now. So then he goes on to say that the numbers haven't been this bad since 2009, and that back then about 60% of the population was affected, and now everyone's gonna be affected. Okay, I remember 2009. I decided to have a baby in 2009. Well, actually in 2008, I decided to have a baby that was born in 2009. It did not keep me from having a baby. I did not lose my house. I did not lose my car. I did not lose anything in 2009. Actually, our finances got better in 2009. Yes, we may be going into another recession. Yes, inflation is happening. Yesterday I went to Walmart to get some spray paint. It was $4.98. Today I went back because I needed another can, and it was $5.98. I was like, what? That's a 15 to 20% increase. The bread that I normally buy that was 83 cents just 2 months ago is now $1. That's almost a 20% increase, 17% or so increase. Yes, it is happening, but it is not outrageous yet. I totally understand gas prices are through the roof. I totally understand that grocery prices are going up. But you have to stay calm, and when you hear things like this, actually listen to what the people are saying. Mr. Luntz in his video, he gave no facts, he gave no figures, nothing to show that an inflation explosion is going to be happening. He was just doing this to get on the news. So, guys, once again, please stop watching the news. We get questions about these things all the time, but when you watch these things, watch it with a grain of salt and then go do your own fact checking. Make sure what they're saying is actually true. The truth is, gas hikes started way before the Russia-Ukraine war. It started in January of 2021. when Mr. Biden decided to decimate the United States oil industry. Yes, the supply chains are really not the fault of the president or the government. It's just kind of one of those things that happened because of that thing going around in 2020, and now it's kind of a domino effect, but we're still able to get food. I went to the grocery store today. I had no problem buying anything I wanted. Now I will tell you that the frozen vegetable department of Walmart was completely wiped out. And I did find some of their frozen vegetables on an end freezer, but they did have their frozen vegetables were wiped out, but that was it. There was chicken, there was bread, there was milk, there was everything. Was it more expensive? Yes. Was it so completely outrageous that the majority of people can't afford it? No, it wasn't. And even the poorest of people can still afford basic food. So please check your facts. And when you listen to these guys, realize you may not even be listening to someone who is an expert. This guy was a pollster. He doesn't have any financial credentials at all. And from what I understand in the video, he doesn't have any financial expertise at all, really. When I looked up his profile, it says that he is best known for developing talking points and other messaging for Republican causes. So from what I understand, he's more of a political type, not really lobbyist, but he's more of a political, what would you say, promoter, I guess. So I can see why he's saying this. He wants people to get mad and turn the Senate and the House of Representatives in November. I totally get that, and I totally understand that, and I think that it should be changed, and we should need to get these people kicked out of office that are trying to completely destroy our economy. I get that. But even though I agree with his political affiliation, I still take it with a grain of salt, and I'm not just going to listen to anything anybody just starts spewing. So do I think we have 7 days until an absolute explosion on inflation happens? No, I don't. I think it's going to stay the same. Gas will probably go up more. It does every 4th of July weekend. I'll bet it goes up another 20 cents for 4th of July weekend. It happens every year. Please go watch this video on things you should buy before hyperinflation hits next, and visit us at livingonadime.com. We'll see you guys next time.